what is going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video to do the Week 18 Beast, NFL Beast picks.
And you can't teach that.
Here in the new studio.
Boom.
Boom. Rainy 48
That's
here.
me.
That is right. We are
The
here.
SS Ultimate Goku.
Rainy 48.
Well, you gave me an introduction, so I had to give you yours back.
Thank you. Alright. So this is Week 18. This is the final regular season. All the games are either on Saturday or Sunday. No more Thursday games.
How rude of me.
Probably the best time, because when there's no Thursday games, that means we are getting almost ready for the playoffs here.
Yeah. And both our teams are in it.
Yeah,
albeit both barely with a pulse. I hope for your sake and hope for my sake they both rest starters and get healthy.
Well, I mean, the Bills still have a chance to get a better wild card seed.
Not worth it at this point. Rest your. Plus, it's the Jets. To be fair, it's the Jets we're playing.
Yeah, they probably can beat them even without.
Yeah.
To the Patriots.
You want to really
Patriots bench players at halftime.
You really want to impress somebody here. You thought it was wild when Phillip Rivers got pulled out of retirement. Go get Jim Kelly and pull him out of retirement for the game. I mean, I know Josh is going to play a drive.
Yeah.
They made this big deal over the red helmets this week. There's not a chance that Josh doesn't play a drive in the red helmets.
I mean, he played one snap on Week 18 last year.
Sure did.
Just so he could start.
Sure did.
So
he'll get a drive.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, so playoff implications. They wheedle it down so people wouldn't be like, looking after one another, that they would be playing at the same time.
It's usually what they do.
Doing for that for a while. Some of these are kind of questionable, but nonetheless, it's very interesting to see how this goes. The first game that is listed here, and it's first game of the weekend, Saturday, we have the Carolina Panthers at Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 4:30.
The division on the line.
Well, not really, actually, and we'll get to that in a second. Because the Atlanta Falcons beat the Rams, even if the Tampa Bay Buccaneers win here, if the Atlanta Falcons beat the Saints, the Panthers still win the division, because it's a three-way tie. Because they beat the Rams yesterday.
Yes, but basically, if the Panthers win, they're in.
They're in, but if they lose, Tampa Bay are not guaranteed the division still. They now have to
Tampa controls their own destiny.
Really, the Falcons control their own destiny if Tampa Bay wins.
The Falcons can't get in.
Yeah, but if the Falcons win, if they all finish with the same record, the Panthers get the tiebreaker.
Yes, but
that's what I'm saying.
So it's two-thirds chance.
Yeah, the Buccaneers have to
win. The Buccaneers know.
The Buccaneers have to basically win no matter what, but then they have to hope that the Saints beat the Falcons. That's basically what happens here.
And in the term of how the Falcon cheer is gone, it could happen.
Yeah. So what's the favorites here?
The Bucs are a 2.5-point favorite, which I don't get. I get that they're the home team.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, with me, I know I've been saying this for a long time. The teams that have losing records, they should get somersaulted for the seed for the wild card, the top wild card team. And I really wish one day that would happen. You could still have them in the playoffs, but if they have a losing record, you get bumped for the fifth seed. So the fifth seed would get the home game instead of the division team. It still makes it important, but it just makes the urgency to have a winning record. Well, you know what I'm saying?
Unless Tampa wins.
Well, yeah.
The winner will have a winning record.
If the Panthers win, they will have a winning record, but
I don't have any faith in Tampa. Let me start this off.
Yeah.
They lost to Miami. Miami's not very good. And watch, this will be where I eat my words, because Miami beats New England this week, which would be
hilarious because the Bills would have won.
What a slap in the
fucking face.
The division. I guess we'll never really know, because I doubt New England plays starters either this week.
Well, yeah, that's true too. Unless they want the number one seed. That's still in play.
That's less likely, but still. I'm going to go with Carolina. I think Carolina's been playing hot. Carolina's been playing injured. They did lose a young, up-and-coming tight end for the year. Jatavion Sanders snapped an ankle. That kid can't stay healthy. You got to feel bad for him. Broken ankle this year. Almost broke his neck last year when Kansas City tried to murder him in that game. I'm going to go Carolina, though. Give me 21-17 final.
just for argument's sake and just to make this interesting, I'm going to go on the flip side and have Tampa Bay win here. Tampa Bay has had some rough games. They've looked like utter crap, but at the same time, Carolina have also been inconsistent all year. And so I just think this match could go either way. I think this is going to be one of those end of the games, end of regulation. Whoever has the ball last wins the game with a field goal. I'm going to say Tampa Bay wins 24-21.
Okay.
All right. And then there will be a lot of drama if that happens because then they got to root for the Saints to win. All right. Next Saturday, 8 o'clock. This is for the division and home field advantage. The Seattle Seahawks at the San Francisco 49ers.
The Seahawks are a 1.5 point favorite.
I think this one can go either way. 49ers do have the advantage here. This is for all the marbles because the Rams losing to the Falcons pretty much knocked them out of the chance of winning their division.
It did. I'm pretty sure it eliminated
that eliminated them from winning the division. But now we're opening up in a match where the 49ers have a chance to get all the marbles.
The Rams are at 11-5. They cannot win the division.
Yeah, so they have all the marbles here. If the 49ers win, there would be a tiebreaker with them in Seattle, which means they would get the tiebreaker over them. The 49ers all year, despite all their injuries, have played very good. They never missed a beat when Matt Jones came in there for a while and played for them. When Purdy came back and was healthy, they never missed a beat. They played the same way, which is going to be really interesting to see what happens in the offseason for that. But I think Seattle is a much more dangerous team, and I think Seattle is going to win the game. I think it's going to be, once again, a close game like it was with the Rams the second time. And I think we're going to see an overtime game again. And I'm going to say it is 38-31, Seattle Seahawks.
So there's not a lot of times I agree with you on things, but I think this is it. I think you almost nailed it spot on. This game's going to be close. Seattle has proven multiple times this year they can win when they're behind and they can come back out of any situation. Their defense is thriving and they aren't starting normal starters. They literally have guys like Reek Woolen, who was a former Rookie of the Year candidate, who's not even seeing the field right now. They have coached that team up so damn well. On the flip side, the Niners are banged up, limping in, and are still finding ways to win every week.
That's been their story all year.
I'm not
with the quarterback position.
Like, I understand the urgency is going to turn up here in the playoffs for the Niners.
I mean, this basically is a playoff
but
game for both of them.
I wouldn't call it that because you do still see the next week, and as long as you're not facing each other again,
one of them's going to get a bye.
The way that I'm saying though here is I really think that San Fran knows they need to get healthy, and they're not going to try to kill themselves. Yes, would you like the bye? Sure. But where do you fall? What happens? I'm going to say Seattle takes care of it here. In all reality, whoever loses this game is what? Going to go see the Panthers? The Bucs? They're going to be they're going to be the 5 seed.
But they have to travel, and we've seen these losing teams still manage to win. I mean, look what happened last year with the Vikings. They were 14-2, and they were 1-0.
Yeah, but you and I called it all year. We thought the Vikings were over.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, Seattle beat the Bears in 2010.
I'm just saying, I think the Vikings were overrated. I don't care about the 14-2 aspect. That defense played unreal during the season and then showed its true colors at the end. I'm going to say we have Seattle pulling it off here. They lock up that number 1 seed.
What do you got, overtime, like me?
I'm not going to say overtime. I'm going to say 28-24.
28-24? All right.
Down by a field goal, they score a touchdown. It's probably the Wonder Kid, JSN, and boy am I eating my fucking words because I did not think he was that good.
Alrighty. So now we're going to Sunday. We have the Indianapolis Colts at the Houston Texans. Is Philip Rivers starting?
No, has officially been benched. First time in his career he's been benched. Granted, it's obviously not anything against Philip Rivers, but why are you going to start the guy who has a risk of getting injured when he's going to go right back in retirement for a mean-nothing game? And in that scenario, the Texans are a 10-point favorite.
Yeah, I think that in that context, the Houston Texans will win the game. They still have a chance to win the division. So they're obviously going to be playing their guys. So I'm going to say the Texans will probably win, 24-13? Texans?
Yeah, man, I think this is a scenario where C.J. Stroud and crew sit at the half.
They're still playing, though. So
what?
They're still going to play.
They're going to play, but I said sit at the half. You're up, you've got everything in command, and all you can do is hope for the best out of the Jacksonville game. Dude, Riley Leonard's not a good quarterback. I didn't like him in Notre Dame. I sure shit don't like him as a pro. If I had to name one quarterback worse than him, it's Max Brosmer, but that's a whole other story. Give me Houston 27. Give me Houston 31. And I'm going to say it's 28 at the half. They kick a field goal still in the back half. 31-10.
All right.
And it's Jonathan Taylor trying to defend the rushing title and save the rushing title in the back half of the year. Game. Sorry, not year.
All right. We have the Cleveland Browns at the Cincinnati Bengals.
The Bengals are a 7.5-point favorite.
Yeah, well. And they have Joe Flacco playing, so...
Did they announce that?
I thought they announced it.
No, last I heard they weren't going to bench Joe Burrow.
They weren't?
No, that was what they originally stated, was they were not planning on benching Joe Burrow.
Oh, I thought I heard that they were...
No, they said they didn't plan to, so unless something has changed, it's supposed to be Burrow.
Okay. Well... I don't know then. I mean...
I will confirm that right now.
I will say this. I mean, actually play the win of the game, unlike the Pittsburgh Steelers, who apparently just gave a damn about the sack record.
I don't even think it's that. I think...
No, it was.
I want to know... He is starting. Joe Burrow will start the finale.
Okay.
I want to know... Obviously, Kevin Stefanski is a piece of shit. Who is the offense coordinator in Cleveland? Because he deserves a raise. Because... they would have won that game by a lot more had an injury not happened. Do you know that?
Let me look up.
The first drive of the game.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The injury that happened
for Harold Fannin Jr.
Yeah.
Offensive coordinator is Tommy Rees. Shit. You know what?
Promote him to head coach. They need something.
At that point I would. I would legitimately consider it. That's everything I've been bitching about the Bills not doing.
Would you believe that he's a 2-time Coach of the Year, Kevin Stefanski?
Yeah, but I think... I don't... We're going to get into a whole fucking bag of worms if I start this. I truthfully think Kevin Stefanski is taking the fall for the NFL to try to prove a point against Shedeur Sanders and Deion. And I don't think... where everybody else has said, Deion's going to go to Cleveland. I don't think Shedeur wants that.
Well, they say that he wanted to get draft, or they wanted to draft him to Baltimore, and he was like, no, and I don't buy that. I don't buy that report.
I buy it.
No, because what leverage do you have as a 5th-round pick at that point?
But if you say you're not going to sign, why are you going to waste a 5th-round pick? And at that point, I get it, because as much as I'm not a Lamar Jackson fan, Lamar Jackson is a star in this league. You're not seeing playing.
Well, yeah, that's why
Lamar
I don't
Jackson.
he wouldn't want to go there, but it's just...
I know why he doesn't want to go there, and, at least he's in Cleveland, cool. Deshaun Watson's there. Who fucking cares? I think Stefanski is the scapegoat for the league, who is supposed to try to force the hand of Shedeur, who has looked good with almost everything he's been faced with. I think Shedeur having the offseason to learn and play with Harold Fanning is great. Harold Fanning and him has been a great connection. Do you realize that he's thrown at that kid? Outside of the injury, the week before the Bills, he had 25 targets in 2 games.
Yep.
And then he targeted him 8 or 9 times. That's his go-to. If he hadn't have got stretched or pulled his groin on the touchdown grab, which was a beautifully placed pass, by the way, I think they beat Pittsburgh by more last week.
Possibly. I mean, the Steelers just...
They didn't score another touchdown after that?
They scored one touchdown at the end. Or no, it was...
No.
Oh,
Was it 13-10?
no, you're right, because those were field goals. They were trying to get the touchdown at the end of the drive.
Or 13-6.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's... I truthfully
They
think...
were better with no huddle. That was when they got their most success.
I truthfully think that they would have walked down and just... It would have been a massacre of Pittsburgh last week had they not lost their starting tight end and not had their other star tight end. Because that's the issue.
And the Steelers didn't have DK Metcalf because he decided to hit a fan.
And they also didn't have Calvin Austin. But
getting to the game itself, in terms of the Myles Garrett sack record, all he needs is a half a sack for the record.
Against the worst line in the league.
Yeah, but he hasn't gotten it. He had 4 games to get it, and he still hasn't gotten it.
I'm going to tell you right now, Joe Burrow's going to start the first drive and probably let Joe Flacco go over. So Joe Burrow's not on the highlight films.
I mean, he could just fall down like Brett Favre did. But I do think that was because he was ready to hit him. The people's perspectives are different now on the sack record. I mean, looking back on that, when Strahan did get it, I mean, Favre was trying to get away, but he was right there, so he just fell down. But I don't see people doing that again now because people just they just don't want to give them the sack now.
Well, he's been triple teamed for 2 weeks.
Yeah, he's been triple teamed, so they clearly don't want to give it to him. But I mean, even a half sack, I mean, he would tie the record with Watt. Well, Watt tied it with Strahan, so that's even still would be an accomplishment. But nonetheless, could go either way. No playoff implications here. Just respect at this point. I expect Sanders to do some stuff. I mean, he's got to show what he can do still. Every week is very important for him. Burrow's just playing for respect. Give me 26-20 Browns.
I don't think you're insane. I'm going to go with the Browns here as well. I'm going to say it's 20-10. My bold prediction is he doesn't just break the sack record, he obliterates it. Give me 3 sacks.
Oh, wow.
Give me 3 sacks on the game.
I mean, that would break the record. Now people would say, well, he did it in the extra game. So,
who fucking cares? Didn't TJ Watt technically too? We're going Browns.
All right, so here we go. New Orleans Saints at the Atlanta Falcons. No playoff implications, but as I said, it will be playoff implications for the Buccaneers if they win their game, because then
you hate to say it, but the bigger implication is the draft pick.
For them, but I'm saying
for these two,
yeah,
because they're one game apart, that could change your draft position. Atlanta's a 3.5-point favorite. I'm gonna go with Atlanta. I'm gonna go with Atlanta for one main reason here. Kirk Cousins may still be looking for a job elsewhere next year. He has not been terrible down the stretch, and whether that be with Atlanta or somewhere else, I think Kirk Cousins wants to win and wants to prove he belongs still.
How old is he now?
35, 36. He's not ancient. We've got 44-year-old Philip Rivers fucking starting.
And Philip Rivers probably could come back next year if there's another injury situation as well.
Philip Rivers would fit well in a team like San Fran. He's a good timing quarterback. He hasn't looked out of place. You gotta give him that. I'm gonna go with the Falcons though. Saints are one of the worst teams against the run. Bijan's gonna run wild again. Give me 42-20.
Could go either way. I am also going to go with the Falcons here, which would put the Panthers in the playoffs, by the way, in my scenario, because I have Tampa winning, but I'm going to have the Falcons win here. Saints, they have a lot. Saints got a lot of problems right now. They're the ain'ts right now, and they got to get back to where they used to be, which might take a while, but there's a lot of rebuilding there. First of all, they just got to get a new quarterback. They just got to get a really good quarterback right now. Atlanta Falcons win 20-10. Falcons.
Okay.
All right, next game is my game. The Green Bay Packers at the Minnesota Vikings.
Oh, where the fuck is that game? They must be thinking the Packers are benching everybody. Vikings are a 6.5-point favorite.
We are benching people. I do not know if Malik Willis is playing, though. I just know we are not starting anybody because we are locked in at the 7th seed. We cannot win our division because we laid an egg, or our defense laid an egg on the Baltimore Ravens because, Malik Willis had a
but also that's been the MO on your defense back half of the year. They haven't been able to stop
Micah Parsons.
They haven't been able to stop a run.
Well, yeah, but Micah Parsons is making it better. And we just have not been doing good now ever since. I was hoping that we were going to step up, especially with our defense wasn't that bad last year without Micah Parsons, so I thought for sure we would be a little better still, even without him, but it just shows that still a lot of work that got to be done.
Which at the moment, unless Philadelphia wins and Seattle does preserve that first spot, that means you travel to Chicago week 1 of the playoffs.
It doesn't bother me. We almost beat them. I think we can beat them.
And they almost beat you week 1. Or that first week.
But we were leading the whole time.
Both games were tight.
Yep. But yeah, I have no problem playing the Bears again. What happened the last time we played the Bears in the playoffs?
I don't fucking remember. I'm a Bills fan.
NFC Championship game. We went on to go to the Super Bowl that year. And we lost to them in Chicago that year in the regular season. Then we came back to Chicago in the NFC Championship game and beat them. So,
what's your take on this game?
Yeah. My take on this game, if Malik Willis is playing this game, I think we will win. Because, Malik Willis is going to be a starter somewhere. I don't know where, but he's going to be a starter.
Unfortunately for you, probably not there.
Huh?
Unfortunately for you, he's probably not a starter in Green Bay anymore.
No, he's going to be a starter next year.
I'm agreeing. I'm just saying it probably won't be Green Bay because he's going to get the Justin Fields $60 million contract.
Yeah, this is not a Matt Flynn. He is way better than Matt Flynn. All right, every time he's come in, he has looked great.
Listen, Matt Flynn was also the Packers?
Yeah, he was Packers.
I'm not shitting on Matt Flynn. I don't think Matt Flynn ever got a shot.
Well, every time he did get a starting chance, he was taken out for Russell Wilson.
But that's it. He goes to Seattle. He's supposed to be the wonder kid. He signs a huge deal, and they hit gold in the 3rd round that year with Russell Wilson. Do you think they plan on getting gold with Russell Wilson in the 3rd round?
No. And
so that's
the
it.
Raiders too. They didn't get him then either.
I don't think Matt Flynn is as bad as people make him sound, except for falling on a Matt in Buffalo. That was Kevin Cobb, whoever it was.
Yeah. Packers win. Gives us good momentum going to the playoffs. No matter who we play. Personally, like I said, I'd rather us play the Bears just to shut them up again. I got 26-17 Packers. Go Pack, go, guys.
I'm going with the Vikings, and I think it's mainly because you're benching 90% of your roster here. Unless you've got guys who are playing for incentives, they're not going to see the fucking field. You're going to get healthy, and you need to. The Vikings, I'm sure, are going to start guys who have incentive-based shit they have to hit. I'm going to say Minnesota does it. They knocked off the fucking Lions, for fuck's sake.
Well, that was a good thing.
Yeah, well, Max Brosmer's brutal. Give me 21 to 10.
All right. Okay, next we have the Tennessee Titans at the Jacksonville Jaguars.
The Jags are a 12.5-point favorite.
And they should be, and it's playoff implication because they win this game, they win the division.
Yep.
I don't know where their seeding would be if they're if they would be the second or the first.
Third.
Third?
They're currently a third.
They're currently third, but if they win and I think the Patriots lose, they might have it. And because if Denver loses, they might have it because they beat them, so that means they would have the head-to-head over them. So that might change. That might swing the seedings different if that occurred.
I don't know, man. New England's already 13-3. I don't think they'd have the tiebreaker.
Over the Denver, they would have,
but they wouldn't over the Pats. I don't think Denver's losing.
Maybe we'll see. But anyways, regardless, Jacksonville will win this game and win the division. Give me 31-13, Jaguars.
Now I've got a really stupid question here. It's going on at the same
You
time.
got a 3/4 chance of winning.
No, it's going on at the same time here. And I wanted to see. I think the Jags definitely try to win this game.
Yeah, because of seeding purposes. And
Well, I was trying to see if it made sense. If Houston was the 6th seed, if they lose, Jacksonville goes to the 5 seed. Houston will go to the 3 seed. Jacksonville will get Pittsburgh. And I'm not afraid of Pittsburgh.
well, that's if they beat Baltimore. We still have to
I'm
talk about
even less afraid of Baltimore.
because the Pittsburgh Steelers didn't do their job against the Browns, they actually have to beat the Ravens now.
I will piss my pants. In a good way. I'm going with the Jags here, and it'll be benching players at the half to get them healthy. I think they beat the Jags. And I guess I shouldn't say that because Cam Ward has looked good, so maybe Cam Ward wants my spoiler, but I still think that the Titans defense has nothing to give to the Jags. I'm going to say the Jags pull it off 38-12.
All right. Next, we have the Dallas Cowboys at the New Jersey Giants.
Great question.
No playoff implications.
Cowboys are a 3.5 point favorite.
No playoff implications, just playing for respect at this point.
We win.
But anyways, we have the Dallas Cowboys at the New Jersey Giants. Yeah, no playoff implications, playing for respect. I know Dart's going to be wanting to play good because supposedly they might actually try to draft another quarterback, which I think is just stupid.
No, I don't. I think it's a great idea. I don't like I didn't like Jackson Dart out of the draft this year. I still don't think he's great.
It's a weak quarterback class this year.
Not necessarily. There's enough guys who are around that you could make something happen. This was supposed to be the stronger quarterback class originally, and then the season happened. If the season really mattered that much, you wouldn't be worrying about quarterbacks. You should be scouting them based off what they are.
I don't know, man. I think Dart. I think he has potential, but we'll see. But I think the Cowboys will win. I'm gonna say 24-17 Cowboys.
The Cowboys are a dumpster fire. They just released one of their starting cornerbacks today. Don't know if you saw that.
For today?
Yeah, Trayvon Diggs released.
Why?
Because apparently he did things detrimental to the team.
So just suspended then?
Nope, they caught him.
Oh,
they caught him.
That's just another dull moment.
Are they cutting him on purpose, or is he trying to get to New England to go play with his brother? Who fucking knows?
I don't know about that one right now.
Yeah, well, Steph's going to jail too. It's fine. Man, the Diggs family, you guys are winners. The New England faithful are gonna shit on me in the comments about that one. I just think the Cowboys have lost their way. I don't care how good the receiving core is. Didn't New York already beat them earlier this year?
Did they? I don't
thought they did.
I know they beat the Eagles.
It was Jackson Dart's first game.
I thought his first game was against the Eagles.
Okay, then maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was a close game, and Brandon Aubrey helped him knock him off a field goal. They played him within a field goal. I'm reversing it this time. Giants within a field goal. The Giants are going to fuck their own draft stock up. I think they would actually let the Cowboys get a better draft pick, if I'm not mistaken. Because I want to say they're almost one game apart. Give me the Giants 20, the Cowboys 17.
Alright. First 425 game, we got the Arizona Cardinals at the LA Rams.
We're already in 425s? Holy fuck. Well, there's a lot of 425s this week.
Yeah, there's a lot this year.
Holy shit.
Not many 1 o'clock.
The Rams are 7.5 point favorite.
Yeah, the Rams, I think they're going to play their... Oh, yeah, he did say, the coach did say that...
Okay, but even if you have to back him up, isn't their backup Jimmy Garoppolo?
I think it is.
Pretty sure it's Jimmy Garoppolo, and they've got a good number 2 running back. It's not going to matter.
I think it's because of the seeding, at least for the wild card. Like, I think they're trying to get the 5th right now, or secure the 5th. So that might.
Well, they wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, they're right now on the 5th, but I think.
Would they be able to leapfrog San Fran?
If the San Fran loses, I think they might get it over them. Because then they'd be tied, if I'm not mistaken. Or
regardless.
so that's what I think the whole thinking is.
I don't think it matters. I'm going with the Rams. The Cardinals suck. Kyler Murray needs to go elsewhere.
Well, I mean, he's not playing.
He's supposed to get traded.
Well, it doesn't surprise me.
I'm going to go with the Rams. Give me 28-3.
23. Yeah, the Rams. I think, like you said, I think it's valid that Garoppolo could probably win the game for them, even if they are trying to win the game, but they're going to start their guys, at least for a half, maybe, depending on how the game goes. Rams win. Give me 28-6. Rams. All right. The next 425 game, we have the Kansas City Chiefs at the Las Vegas Raiders.
The Chiefs are a 5.5-point favorite.
You know, the Chiefs didn't look that bad against the Broncos last week.
They didn't look good either, but the Raiders
the Broncos didn't look that great.
The Raiders are awful.
Yeah, the Raiders are crap, and despite them having a practice squad starter, I think the Chiefs win it. Give me 27-9 Chiefs.
I'm going to make an odd claim here.
Raiders suck.
I think the Raiders suck, but I think this is Geno's last call. And I'm going to say Geno goes out on top saying he beat the Chiefs with Patrick Mahomes as a starter, albeit on the IR.
He wasn't a starter. If he beats him, he beats a practice squad.
You're right, but that was during the Patrick Mahomes era of the Chiefs. I'm saying Geno rides off the sunset, his ass retires because he sucks. Give me 17-14 Raiders.
All right, we have the Washington Commander Skins at the Philadelphia Eagles.
The Eagles are a 7-point favorite.
Yeah, not much you can say about the Commanders. Eagles are not that good of a team. The Eagles, I think, are trying to still get the second seed.
I think they can move up to the second seed, but they might be really close.
Yeah, they can't get the first, but they can get the second still. Which we would have.
Eagles could indeed get the second if the Bears lose.
Yeah, and we would have to play them. Which honestly, I'd like to play the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm sure you would prefer the Eagles.
I prefer either of them. I think we can beat the Bears. I think we can beat the Eagles. Every time we played the Eagles, we've always played them close, and it's been some stupid call that screwed us over. Last year in the playoffs, it was the stupid thing with the Nixon fumble, which wasn't a fumble, and it should have been a penalty, and that pretty much killed us the rest of the game. And then this year, our offense didn't show up, and that's why we lost. And our defense played tremendous in that game.
You want to see the fastest way to get me to root for the Packers? Let me see the Packers and the Eagles in the fucking first round, and I will root for the Packers all day. You got my word.
Like last year?
Did I root for them last year?
I don't know if you did, but last year we played them.
I didn't hate them that much last year. The Eagles are overrated and they're stupid.
And
their fans are scumbags.
Fight me. That's always been a thing. They booed Santa Claus in the 60s.
And the 70s and the 80s and today. What do you got?
And booed Donovan McNabb, too. I mean,
he was a wonderful man and he went to Syracuse University, you cucks.
You booed a guy who got you to multiple NFC championship games, which prior to that, they hadn't done anything.
That was when I liked the Eagles. I loved Donovan McNabb and fucking Brian Westbrook.
Yeah. Though I will say something, I didn't know their head coach was actually from Jamestown.
Fuck him.
Al.
He's a loser. His fucking reaction to the game.
I like character head coaches.
Him.
I like character head
coaches. That's not character. He looks like he's just as much of a tool as Mike McDaniels.
But he's a good one, though.
What, a garden hoe?
He's a good one, though, because he freaking wins.
What's your fucking prediction?
I have to pick the Eagles. Commanders have too much stuff, injuries and all that stuff, and even though the Eagles are winning because they're playing a crappy team. They're not playing a good team. They're injury prone right now. Eagles wins the game. They probably rest their starters by the half because the Commanders are playing so sloppy. Give me 34-16.
You know, for the fact that the Commanders had so much money to spend, they lost so many players, and I don't fucking get it. I gotta go with the Eagles here. I fucking hate it. I hope Nick Sirianni gets hit by a plastic bottle in the right shoulder blade. Nothing detrimental, but enough to inconvenience him. I'm gonna say the Eagles win 28-13.
All right. Next 425 game, we have the Miami Dolphins at the New England Patriots.
The Pats are still a 10.5 point favorite.
And again,
who the fuck is the New England backup?
well, they're gonna play because they're going for the number 1 seed. Like I said earlier, even though they have the division now because the Bills from that what we talked about earlier.
Oh no, it's fine. I understand why they're the favorite now. Tommy fucking Cutlets. Tommy DeVito's the New England backup.
I don't know about that, but anyways, I am gonna go with the upset here. I do think the Dolphins win the game.
Don't make me puke. I'll be so upset.
The Dolphins are gonna win the game. It's gonna be a close one. Give me 27-24 Dolphins.
I'm saying New England absolutely lights them up.
Spoil.
I don't trust the Dolphins at all. Hopefully this will be something to knock sense into their shitty ass owner, Steven Ross. What's Steven Ross? Is that their owner? Steven, whatever the fuck your name is.
Yeah, I think it is.
Fire fucking Mike McDaniels. He's a cuck as well. He definitely
Getting rid of two at least.
He definitely bought a special chair after he got hired to sit in the corner of his room and watch his wife get fucked by players. Loser. Give me the Pats. 31-10. Dolphins blow. Literally, they have a blowhole for a reason.
All right. Detroit Lions at the Chicago Bears.
The Bears are a 3-point favorite, I believe that was. Bears are a 3-point favorite.
The Bears still have a chance to get the 2nd seed, as we said earlier. I think
going with the upside here.
I'm going to go with the upset. I'm going to say Detroit wins. Detroit has obviously downgraded this season. Everyone's on Dan Campbell's ass. This past week they've been on him. I've heard reports, that they should fire him now.
No.
And I'm like, You guys are crazy. He just had a down year. Campbell's going to get on them. I think the Lions do win the game. Give me... I'm going to go 28-24 Lions.
So I'll tell you the one thing here. This game really could be what we call a pick'em all the time on this because the Bears are the favorite. It goes so much deeper than the fucking rosters. Yeah, the Bears are 11-5.
I don't think they're really that good.
I think the Bears are good, and I think the Bears are only going to get better. They've got 3 very good receivers, 2 of which are under 25. You have a young up-and-coming quarterback, and your defense is finally gelling. You have a head coach who's his first year of head coaching. The team is only going to grow. You got to give them their credit where credit's due. However, on the other side of the ball, you have an established team in Detroit. You've got Jared Goff, who has seen the playoffs how many years in a row. You have Amon-Ra St. Brown, who's been phenomenal. You've got Jahmyr Gibbs, maybe David Montgomery, because David Montgomery made it seem like he's retiring or leaving. That was recent. There are so many stories in this game. However, I think Chicago's going to play with the urgency they need. Ben Johnson does not want to lose to Dan Campbell and lose the playoff spot.
He lost to him once, too.
Yes, but he doesn't want to do it to lose the playoff spot. Excuse me. He is going to come out. He's going to be firing on all cylinders. Caleb Williams, say what the fuck you want about him. I think he's been very impressive in year 2 after being called a bust in the first year. The NFL has a problem with quarterback development. Plain and simple. You are the only team, and I never say things nice about the Packers. You're the only team in the league that properly develops quarterbacks. Yes, nobody... What? I wouldn't even say wait 3 years.
Well, that's what they did. Aaron Rodgers waited 3 years.
But I wouldn't even say you need to do that. But why do you think you guys also took a chance on Malik Willis?
There's potential there. They traded a 7th-round pick for him.
And you had a player who was originally considered a first-round pick, fell to the 3rd, and now he gets to sit behind a guy in Jordan Love who learned from Aaron Rodgers, who learned from Brett Favre. It's the only team in the NFL that develops quarterbacks. And I hate saying that, because I don't like giving Green Bay props.
And also the thing with that, too, is probably because they're, owned by the fans. that they don't have to answer to a billion.
It has nothing to do with that, I don't think. I truthfully don't. I truthfully just think you're the only team that understands, and I think it's when the fans get sick, it is what it is. But they're drafting it well. Nobody else is waiting on players to give them more than 2 years. And look at Sam Darnold develops elsewhere. Mac Jones looked like a competent starter this year. Like, it's not that these kids suck out of college. It's that the NFL has this ticking time bomb on their wrist, and you have a year and a half or you're fucking gone. I'm going to say the Bears here. It's going to be a close game. I'm not saying it's not. Honestly, give me 24-23. 1 point.
Bears?
Bears pull it off by a field goal.
All right. Next 425 game, we have the LA Chargers at the Denver Broncos. Chargers the favorites?
I'm looking for it. Where is it? Oh, down there. Broncos are 12.5 point favorite. I think it's because they know that. I don't think the Chargers can go any higher. So the Chargers are. If I'm not mistaken, I heard that Herbert's not playing.
Because right now they're the 6th seed.
And I don't think they can get higher than the 6th seed.
Yeah, but if they lose and the Bills win, the Bills would leapfrog them.
Correct.
So
which they might almost want that.
That to me doesn't make sense, but I don't know. Maybe they want better matchup.
But if they also know the Bills are resting players, why are they going to start players?
So you're just like thinking what they're going to do. They're thinking what they're doing.
They're both coasting. They're both coasting to get healthy. I mean, at this point, let's be fair. 1, 2, and 3 seeds are all starters. One injury changes the course of those 3 teams. The bottom 2, 6, 7, I hate that fucking phrase, are going to see 2 and 3 regardless. So somebody gets hurt there, you rested starters, you're healthy. That's all it takes, man.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's smart, but I see it.
I don't know if Denver will start people then if that's the case, but
Denver has to protect the 1 seed.
I know, but if they know the Chargers aren't playing starters, maybe they will.
You play the half. Play the half.
I don't know. This was tough to say then. I guess I'm going to have to go with the Broncos just based on that because I just don't know who's playing what in this game and what the chess match will be for it. I'm going to say 23-20.
I'm going to say Denver does it. I really think LA's going to be smart and reserved. I think it's going to kind of let the Broncos be smart and reserved. Broncos get up early, they're going to bench people. You know that. Give me Denver 28, LA 13. Yeah, I want to say I already saw that. Trey Lance is indeed starting this week. I'm pretty sure I saw that.
Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. Alright, yeah, alright, the last 425 game is your game. It's the New York Jets at the Buffalo Bills.
So the fact that they haven't announced anything of who's starting for the Bills yet.
Well, we know Allen's starting.
Like I said, probably a drive. But the Bills are still a 7-point favorite. And if I've learned anything this year, it's take the Jets money line. Or take the Jets plus points.
Yeah, because
the Bills will be losing. The Bills will be losing. Well, no, the Bills will be losing at half by 13.
No, well, they'll be winning. I don't think the Jets.
Have you watched the Bills game this year?
Yes.
Yeah, they're infamous for losing.
Have you watched any of the Jets games this year?
Yeah, if Breece Hall gets the ball, he'll make sure they're in the game.
No. They weren't even in the ball game against New England. New England freaking shit.
Because I'm telling you right
now.
now.
That was the game on CBS.
I said this a couple weeks ago. They're purposely not giving the ball to Breece Hall so he doesn't fuck up their draft stock. I'm going to go with the Bills, even with backups. Give me 20 to fucking 15.
And again, if the Chargers lose their game, the Bills would leapfrog them for the 6th seed. So
I guess I'd rather that. Maybe.
So there is.
I don't know, man. No matter what it is, it's going to be a nail biter of a year for the Bills to make the Super Bowl.
I still think they have a chance to make the Super Bowl.
Well, there's 14 teams that have a chance to make the Super Bowl.
No, but I think they have better because
listen,
if they played New England, I think they can beat New England.
According to the stat I saw the other day, you would not be happy with it.
I think they can go into New England and beat New England.
According to the stat I saw the other day,
I don't care what they say.
5 teams have a chance of winning the Super Bowl, based off of the last 9 Super Bowl winners. The last 9 Super Bowl winners have had an top 11 offense and a top 13 defense.
And
Those 5 teams.
my team's not on there?
No.
Bills are not on there?
The Bills are.
Okay.
The Patriots are.
I don't think the Patriots are.
The Jaguars are. In the NFC, the Rams and the Bears. Out of the teams in the playoffs that have both a top 11 and a top 13.
I don't buy that.
But it is a legitimate stat of the last 9 teams have been there. It's not saying it's impossible to do it, but the last 9 NFL Super Bowl winners have had those statistics.
Yeah, anyways. They're about to break statistics. Buffalo Bills wins 31-13. I think they easily get it done against the Jets. Jets just suck. They're terrible. Look what they did last week. Patriots pulling people at halftime. It's a joke. The fact that game was on national television was a joke.
Yeah, I would have watched a lot of different.
I was watching the CBS or I think it was Fox.
I had them both on.
Yeah, well, I only had that one on.
Well, I've got 2 teams.
I was like looking back during the commercial. I'm like, they still have this game on. Why are they not pulling this for a different game? Like, this game is embarrassing. But yeah, Bills win. The final game, 8:20. Baltimore Ravens at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Winner takes the AFC North.
And the favorite is the Ravens.
Bullshit.
3.5-point favorite for Baltimore.
Is Lamar starting?
No one knows. Pussy has concern against Panthers, so.
He had a back injury.
You know what the back injury was? A fucking bruise. A back
We don't know
contusion.
how bad it was. We can't.
Brother, I would start in a playoff game with a fucking swollen elbow. You can't fucking see my elbow right now, Frank. Touch it. It feels like jelly. No, right. Yeah, my elbow broke. But I'm here, and I would have started a game with that. Lamar wants to cry. Jackson has a fucking back injury in a game that means something, and he can't fucking play.
Well, anyways, despite the fact the Steelers
What's the worst that happens? You fucking go and sign Randall Cunningham off the fucking pile? We can sign 40-plus-year-old quarterbacks. It's fine.
Steelers will win this game. I have been saying all year that the Steelers will win the AFC North. I'm going to say it again. The only way I see the Ravens winning is if they just rely heavily on the run game, with King Henry. But I do think Aaron Rodgers is going to fire this team up, despite the receiving core not being particularly that great. They have usually, coming off of a loss, they usually do better in games, and this is in Pittsburgh where they do play better. And the last time they played them pretty well as well. And that was in Baltimore. Pittsburgh Steelers gets it done. I'm going to say it is a touchdown game. I'm going to say it is 28-21. Steelers win, and they win the AFC North. And they make my April prediction come true.
Well, April Fools.
Or not April, but August.
Regardless, you're fucking wrong. I don't trust any part of Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. For the sake of that better that I fucking saw online, I hope at least he throws two touchdowns. There's somebody online who has a 6-leg parlay. They put $25 down on it. 6 quarterbacks throw over X amount of touchdowns. 5 of 6 have hit. Aaron Rodgers needs to throw 2 for $52,000 on a $15 bet.
For you?
No, I wish it was for me. I wouldn't be on the show this week. I'd be jerking off down the middle of Elmwood. You couldn't stop me from coming. Some random guy online. But I think Harbaugh knows he fucked up 2 weeks ago by not finishing the game with fucking Derrick Henry. I'm going with the Ravens. And I never fucking say that. But I also think both teams suck. I think they are by far the weakest link in the playoffs.
Just imagine them going on to winning.
Doubtful.
Hey, 2011 Giants 9-7.
Yeah, and they at least had Eli, who at the time was in his fucking prime. Lamar is hurt and has 1 receiver and a tight end. That offense is horrific. And Aaron Rodgers is fucking 1 step from a nursing home.
Hey, Aaron Rodgers is still playing good. Scout double check.
Nope. Give me the Ravens. 23-20.
All right. So yeah, guys, make sure to comment, rate, subscribe, wherever that button is. Ding, 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 and the bell. Also, Green Bay Packers recap, Beast recap. I will be, recapping the Packers game against the Vikings, whether we win or lose or draw. So yeah, make sure to check it out.
Shout out to the lady of Castle de la Mort. Spread Those Wings Chicken Podcast and Angelfish the movie. Shout out to the Revelist Foundation. I am a world record holder. I wore my shirt. Shout out
your
to
Guinness plaque.
I can, but it looked cheesy. My two other friends
Is it
got
supposed
it.
to be big though?
It's only.
Oh, I thought it was supposed to be like a
It
big
is all piece of
cardboard
paper.
thing.
No, it's piece of paper. Shout out to Nikki Two Scoops.
How can they do that? How come they have it for that for like
The people that win it, the official owner, the Revelist Foundation got it.
Okay.
Ours is a replica.
Okay. That makes more sense.
But that's all I got.
Yeah. All right, that's it. All right, guys. I am the Ultimate Go. He's the reigning 48. We're out of here. See you next week for the playoffs.